we bring you musical gems from near and far, blended into a pattern of glorious harmony. A program based on the universal language of music, it is our pleasure to present to you Korla Pandit.
I was born in New Delhi, India, and started performing music, in a sense, at a very early age, 2 years and 4 months old.
So here comes a guy from India to Southern California. They don't really know India and Southern California. I don't think they knew Indian food. I don't think they knew Indian music. I don't think they knew Indiana. TV was a brand new medium in the 1950s, and there was nothing like this program on at the time or since.
I was creating new and unusual sounds on the organ. No one had created out of the electric organ some of the sounds that I was doing. I simulated tabla drums, conga drums, jungle drums, all types of drums, and there were no drums in the organ.
But you look at his sound, and then we start playing the organ like a conga, and you go, damn, there's something really sensual about that. What is that, you know? He gave birth to this word called exotica.
When I saw Korla, it struck me that this was an exotic figure. And combined with the music, it was as if you were hearing and witnessing something from another world.
I've never heard the organ played before like Korla Pandit. I never heard it played with that technique before.
Around the same time, another flamboyant keyboard player is getting a lot of attention in Hollywood. He was playing in clubs, he was playing show tunes and light classics. He was a great keyboard player who played the piano, a cat named Liberace. Korla would go so far as to say Liberace had stolen his act. He definitely stole his fame, and I think Korla thought he stole his soul. People wondered whatever happened to that guy. You know, there were stories that he'd married a wealthy Texas oil woman. There were stories that he was gay, that he died, that he disappeared, that he was playing in pizzerias. Anything was possible with Korla. There was a bebop piano player named Sir Charles Thompson. He played with Bird, Lucky Thompson, a lot of the greats in Los Angeles. In the late 90s, he's playing in a restaurant, playing lounge tunes and so on with a tip jar on the piano. I'd go there week after week, try to get an interview out of him. One night, he's kind of talking to me, and he talks about the small town in Missouri that he grew up in. And he says, you know, I was pretty good then, but there's a guy that was way better than me that I grew up with, named John Red. I wonder whatever happened to him, or I did. And then one day in the 1950s, I turned the TV on here in Los Angeles, and there's John Red on TV wearing a turban, playing the Hammond organ. Oh, my jaw dropped.
It's many, many, many years after the show that I heard that he was African American and not Hindu, and I said, had me surprised.
You have to be successful somehow. And back then, you know, in the 40s and the 50s, you know, black, white, it was much harder. Like today, we take it a little for granted. It's a little easier.
It was a family secret that he wanted to be known as Korla Pandit.
And when it comes down to music and entertainment, the benefits were clear. You could get into places, you could eat in places, you could get jobs in places, you could get gigs in places that you otherwise wouldn't have been able to get into unless you came through the back door with a mop and a bucket.
Well, it's nice if Korla is now remembered for being that organ player in Ed Wood, because I am the guy who got him into the movie. He was from the same world. He had the same vibe. He was part of that kind of fringy early 50s LA showbiz scene.
In India, we believe that music never dies, but always materializes into beautiful forms.